Hey guys, it's Eileen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to do something a little different. I'm going to do a bright eye tutorial for you guys today. I'm going to be using these two palettes by the brand, I believe, Absolute. I got these at a specialty beauty store at my mall, and I was like, oh, I'm going to give these a shot. And the colors are absolutely stunning. I love these. Love it that my phone goes off in the middle of a video, as always. But I've played with these a little bit before, and I really like how they turn out, and they're pretty pigmented. So this one is like the rainbow one. This one's a little bit more along the lines of like your typical like bright eyeshadow palette that I would think of. And like I'm just gonna swatch a couple and then swatch them on my hand and show you guys that they're powdery, yes, but I mean, they are pigmented, and they're really beautiful, and I have nothing to wipe my hand on. So we're just going to go with it. I'll just wipe them on my towel over here that I used this morning. But yeah, these are really pigmented. I'm not sure what I want to do yet. I think I kind of want to stick with like the pinks, the oranges, and the yellow in the middle here, just because I really like how it looks. And these two down here are actually really pretty too. This black is the only dud in the little palette here. I was like, you swatch it, like you'll rub it, and like that's all you get. And like that sucks, but I don't really use black eyeshadow anyway. So it doesn't make much of a difference to me. And I believe this was like $4 or $5 when I bought it. This is the other one. This one's actually pretty fun to play with. This one has a couple blues and has two matte shades down here. And I believe this blue is also matte as well. But this navy's really pretty. The gold is absolutely gorgeous. I swatch these over here on this hand too. But yeah, those are really pretty. And I really like them. So, I already did my face. My face is on everything except for my highlighter, which I'll do after. And I'm going to prime my eyelids. I'm just going to use a concealer, just because I don't really need an eyeshadow primer. Let me just find a good concealer. We will use this one then. This is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I'm just going to dab a little on my eyelids. Oop, this. And then just pat this around. Blend it in. Like that. And then I'm just going to go in with my Real Technique sponge and take the little bit of powder that was on the other end of it and just tap that on. And blend that in. Trying to avoid my eyebrows, which I'm not doing all that good of a job of. That's okay. So they're on pretty well. I am going to go in with, first is with like a plain transition color. I'm just going to take my e.l.f. Crease brush that I have, it's this one right here, and go into my Makeup Revolution Iconic 3 palette, and I'm just going to take this shade right here, just a little bit, and then just blend it into the crease just to give me a transition color. Just so that way everything blends better. Take a little bit more. Blend that out. I'm going to go in with a little bit down here as well. Take a little bit of this and pop that in the outer V and outer third of the eye, just to deepen it up a little bit. I'm not being too precise with this, I'm just kind of putting it out in the outer corner, outer V, outer third, and just blending it out a little bit. Alrighty, so that's done. Now I'm going to take, where is it? Here it is, my e.l.f. blending brush, which is a more flatter brush, rounder brush-ish. And I am then going to go in with this one right here. It doesn't have a name. Oh, yes, it does. It's Rainbow is the name of this one. And I don't have the name of the other one. The label got ripped off. But this one is called Rainbow. And I'm going to go in with this one. And I think I'm going to take the orange shade here. And pop that into my crease, actually. Which, you're like, oh no, you're not supposed to put glitter in there. I don't care. I'm going to do what I want, and I'm going to put orange in my crease. That's glittery. And I don't care. I'm just going to blend that out. I'm going to warm up that area a bit. I'm not pressing very hard, I'm pressing rather gently to blend it out and diffuse the product some. So back into the orange. Just take a little bit like that. Tap off the excess and start blending. I'm using circular motions as well as windshield wiper motions to blend this in. Just for a little bit of better transition and to blend it out a little bit better. Blending, blending, blending. Alrighty. Now that we have that little bit of orange in our crease, I'm not sure what I want to go in with next. Actually, I'm going to pick up another palette. It's the Figtastic palette by City Color. Ooh! Throwing things, my bad. And take this shade right here, load it up on this brush, and blend it out in the outer corner. So I'm taking a healthy amount of this and packing that into the corner. Like that on both sides. And then I'm going to blend it out some. Because I just want that really warm, orangey crease. So, alright, now that I have that packed in there, tap off this brush. I'm going to go in with this IT Cosmetics dual-ended brush. One is an all-over shadow and crease. This is the all-over shadow side. This is the crease side. And very lightly feather it along those edges to blend it out. I'm going for a rather blown out look today, even though I'm just going to work today. I think it would be fun to do some cool makeup and stuff like that, because at my job, like, I'm outside all day. I work, as I said, I work in an orchard. I'm a pick your own lead. I run that division, and it's fun. But this is the other fun I have for myself. Playing with makeup, doing this kind of stuff. Just blending everything out like that. Alrighty, now that I have super blown out, super orange, I am then probably going to go in with my e.l.f. concealer brush, which I am actually going to clean off real quick with some brush cleaner, because I use this to pack on color quite often. And I just use the e.l.f. Daily Brush Cleanser. This is cheap, it was like $3. And it definitely does the job, and it's very strongly scented though, so beware. I think I am going to go in with this pink. I love this pink. I love how bright it is. I love how it looks. And I think I'm going to put that, probably only, well, I'm not exactly sure. I know I am going to go back in with this palette because there's a couple colors like this one here that I want to use, and probably that one to blend it out, and even that one. So I am going to go in with this, and I think I'm just going to put it all over the lid. And I'm just picking up a small amount to start, and slowly but surely packing it on the lid. Just because I don't want to go too fast, just because I don't want to add too much product and then have a lot of fallout. Because this stuff, it has a little bit of fallout, but it's not that bad. It's actually pretty mild compared to some other powdery eyeshadows that I have. This one doesn't have as much fallout as I thought it would. But I'm just going in very gently, very smoothly. And just packing it on like that. Just like this. Alright. And I am going to leave the outer V rather a little on the bare side just because I am going to blend a darker shadow in there. Alrighty. Now that that's done, I'm going to go back in with my e.l.f. little crease brush here and just slowly blend out the top portion of this pink. Just to give it a little bit more blendedness. I don't want it to look too harsh. Like that. Okay. Like that. Alrighty. I'm just going to quickly do the same thing to the other eye over here. And add the product in. Alrighty, so add it on there. Maybe take a little bit more and put it down here along the lash line so it's pretty uniform the whole way around. And then you can definitely see the fallout coming out now. But for a bright color, it's actually not that bad, although my entire crease brush or concealer brush is now pink. So quickly go back in with this and just blend it out. Don't want any harsh edges whatsoever, because that's not cute. I mean, if you want harsh edges, well, I mean, if you're doing more of an editorial look with this, then by all means, do what you feel, but I prefer no harsh edges in my makeup. Unless, of course, it's the brows and you're ready to cut a bitch. Or it's your eyeliner. But eyeshadow-wise, no harsh lines. Alrighty. So I'm just going to take my powder brush and just gently dust away the excess powder underneath my eyes, all the fallout. Alright, so that's done. Now, just going to put this down for a second and come back in here to the Figtastic palette. I am probably going to dip into these two shades right here, work this in my outer V, and then work a little bit of this in there as well. I think these are really pretty. They're not the best quality, but they are pretty darn pigmented when you swatch them. That's what they look like swatched. They're actually really pretty. I like how they look, and they're going to go really well with this look because I want to do something really pink and bright. So I'm just going to take my Smashbox little travel shadow brush. It's kind of domed and kind of pretty. dip into that lightest shade that I showed you. So we're gonna dip into this one right here. Swirl my brush around in there, pick up a good amount of product, and then just place it gently in the outer V area. Outer V, outer third. And then slowly start to blend. I like this because this brush because it can pack on product, but it can also blend out product. Like it's really versatile, which I really, really like. It blends things out beautifully. And I use this a lot in like one eye, like eyeshadow tutorial looks. Not even tutorials, but one eyeshadow looks. Because there's a couple NYX shades that I really like to use of their baked eyeshadows that are really pretty to use for one eyeshadow looks because they're very dimensional and very pretty. So I'm just going to go back in with this crease brush here. And again, just feather it out so it's blended. Light touches, light strokes. You don't want to go. Use one of the lightest touches you can, otherwise blending is going to be a pain in the butt. You want to go in very softly and use very light pressure to blend it out, otherwise it's just not going to blend properly and it's going to look like a muddy mess. So, alright, so that's been blended. Okay. Now I am going to go in with this one brush I have. I'm not sure. I believe I want to say Mary Kay. It's the Definition Eye Definer brush. I'm just going to take this dark shade over here, tap into it just a little bit and tap off the excess, and then work this in my outer V ever so slightly, just to give a little bit more depth and definition to the area. Just like that. Okay. And then again, we're going to go in with the crease brush and just blend that out. Very, very gently. Okay. So I am then going to take a e.l.f. smudger brush that I have, close this up, and we're going to go into the other palette this time, which is this one right here that I don't have the name of. I wish I knew what it was called. And we're going to go into this very light pink color. Got a slight shimmer to it. And we're just going to dust that in the middle, just to give our eyes a little more definition and highlight the center of the lid and give that a pop of color. Like that. Alrighty. So then I'm going to go again in with this beautiful, the blending brush that I had. Pick this palette up again, and we're going to combine these two. So we're going to use a little bit of this orange and a little bit of these colors here, and we're going to smoke out the lower lash line. And then we're going to use probably this color from the palette as well, and just kind of blend that all out. So I'm going to dip into this orange just a little and go underneath that lower lash line, trying to add a little bit of warmth back into this look. And smoke that out just like that. So we are done with this palette for this tutorial. Put that down, and then we are going to go in with this shade again. Pick up a good amount and smoke out that lower lash line. kind of focusing this over toward this part, the outer part. Pick up some more and start smoking it out again. Just like that. So we're going to take a little bit of this and a small amount of this and just tap, 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 tap. Smoke out the very outer edge just to give that a little bit of something. Just like that. So I'm going to go do my eyeliner, mascara, finish up my face, and I'll be right back to show you the rest of this look. Alrighty guys, this is the finished look for today. Get you a little closer up in here. As you can see, I did some really nice wing liner, some heavy lash look. That's what it looks like. I used e.l.f. matte lip crayon, I believe it's called, in Natural, and then a really old Maybelline Color Whisper, which I don't make anymore, in Petal Rebel. I love that. I wish they didn't stop making them. I love them. Anyway, this is what I have for you. I really, really like how this turned out for a bright, colorful eye look. Usually don't use bright colors, as you've seen in many of my tutorials already. I prefer to stick to like the neutral looks, the calmer looks, just the more smoky looks, rather than something bright and vibrant like this. But I really, really liked how it turned out. And can we talk about my highlight? Look how shiny that is. Like, whoo! Anyway. But thank you guys so much for watching today. I really, really enjoyed doing this. It's not something I normally do. It's very out of the box, and I really, really liked it. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. And if you do, please like it and please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.